AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action now. Prescott out to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's got this down to the 35. Prescott on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 15, check 15.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, Jacobs once more. Powerful running. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, going to the air with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On third down, Love. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 31 yards. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. A running play, it's Dowdle. And some room to work. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. On play action, Prescott rolling to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run again with Dowdle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Prescott now on second down. Left side to Lamb. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbs goes in motion. Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Shot. 17. Goal green.
Check, 41. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 41 Mike.
Ready, go.
First down, Love to pass.
Push him back.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Third down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got, there he goes, left side. He may go. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 114 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And I think the ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Prescott to throw it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action this time with Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Right back to him on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Steps away. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Love. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dobbs goes in motion. On 4th down, Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Oh, Prescott stripped. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
And now they need to execute. In motion left goes Watson. Following the interception, Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip left, rip left. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Love once more. Escaping the pressure right. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They run here with Dowdle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 22 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Drill 52.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Drill green.
All day, every day, any day.
Go red.
Mike 50. I got you. I got you.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
And here we go. That's the pass.
Seal, black.
Here's Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Triple 38.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, green. Cluster, stick.
Working out of the gun. Love. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Come on, set.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, red. Red, cycle.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hut, go. Stick, Madden. Ready, ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Throwing here, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Zoom black.
Mike's 50.
Red, yellow.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Check, cut.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Love. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.